Just let me know what you would require of me.
Here we go, sweetheart. First of all, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
I love it. I love it.
Where did
Sweetheart,
you come up with boom? It's so catchy and it sticks in the mind. In fact, I saved your name on my phone as Rosa Boom.
sweetheart, cool question. But first of all, I want
Yeah.
to say good morning, Sukhdev. Good morning, Zander.
Good
Good morning,
morning. Good
Rosa.
morning.
Good morning,
Hey,
Sukhdev.
Sander.
Sweetheart, so happy to be here with you and just enjoying the show. And
Yeah.
yeah, to your question then, let's go directly into the boom. The
The
boom is in a
boom, boom,
way,
boom. I would love to hear the boom from you guys because I've been seeing you all over the internet on YouTube.
so I am in a way a great fan and friend of Emerson,
Ah,
Emmy
okay.
Emerson, calling him lovingly Emmy.
Yeah.
And from the very beginning, like let's say 3 years ago, I don't know exactly, maybe 3.5 years ago, 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I simply resonate very much with him and still do in a way, it's my frequency. And he started with cool stuff like the wow, the boom. And exactly, and this time, I simply resonated so much exactly with this nonsense sound. It was exactly the directness of what is. Boom, that's it.
Yeah.
And this is still sticking here. And Xander then appeared, and I was like, okay. And then he came up with beautiful, also beautiful stuff like it's just how the cookie crumbles. And yeah, that's the story of the boom.
Whoa. So you're talking about 3 years back.
No. This with the boom is where let's say 1.5 years back. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I got in touch with Amazon as well. What? I
I
think
know, I know, I
January.
know. That there I saw you, sweetheart. And that's
Yeah.
why here came up the impulse to get you on the show. And here you are. Now we change it. And we are going maybe to ask some questions, right,
Oh
Sander?
yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah. Is it Xander or is it Sander? S or
Sander.
Z?
S.
S, yeah. Okay. Great.
But it doesn't matter. Xander, Sander, it's okay. You know, whatever comes out.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not so
you,
important. It's just a name.
yeah.
I love to
So,
call him Xander Lynchian. So
Yeah, that's what I can hear a Z in your the way you say it. It's
yeah,
Xander. So that's why I was
it,
asking.
it's
yeah,
probably the German accent.
no, it's Rosie's
Ah,
way. It's simply
Okay.
Rosie's way. Come on. Okay, so Zugdev. So I saw you
yeah.
with Emerson. And I directly said to Xander, this guy we have to grab and do a chat with. And here we are.
Yeah,
Well,
and you were with also with Andreas, I think, and with Tim, maybe Tim, Andreas.
yes. You know what happened? Well, I had my awakening back in 2015, and then till about 2020, last year, till 2023, I did not want to come out and talk to anybody about it because uh, I am a pop singer. I'm a Punjabi Bhangra artist, and I do all
Oh,
this musical
cool.
shows.
I want you
And
to
then
sing something. Okay,
yeah, I
continue,
will. We
continue.
will.
Okay.
So just 6 months back, I got this urge that I have to go and talk to the world about this. In between, I wrote books. I wrote 10 books about non-duality. And so when I went out, I thought I'm going to host a podcast on non-duality first. And the first guest on my podcast was Emerson
I know,
in
sweetheart.
January.
That's why I love this booming energy. I simply felt that this thing wants to go out, you know? And
Yeah.
I just felt it. And the way I also fell in love with your introduction. Come on, just for us now, your intro. Go on.
Which one? You're asking about the where is it?
Yeah,
The Silent Sages
exactly.
one.
Yeah, exactly this. Come on.
Oh. Okay, wait. It's quite a long one. It's not a short one. Let me just pull it out. And let me tell you what else. You have been in touch with me for quite some time on Facebook, and unfortunately, I don't really check the Facebook messages. And this is the first interview or podcast I'm doing with anybody outside my podcast. So this is the first podcast where I'm
Ah,
a
okay.
guest.
Okay, you are the guest. So for me, it doesn't matter guest or no guest, host or
Yeah,
guest,
yeah.
it's the same. But come on, sweetheart, I want to hear the intro.
I'm just pulling it up. Just give me a minute. Let me just pull it out. I
You're
don't
really
remember it. I don't remember it
ah,
because it's Welcome to Silent Sage Speak, the podcast where timeless wisdom meets the present moment. I'm your host, Sukhdev Virdee, and in each episode, we delve into the profound teachings of non-dual masters, those who have transcended the boundaries of duality and speak of the essence of existence. And then it goes on to join us with this. This is my
yeah,
guest tonight, and I introduce
yeah.
the guest.
This is our guest tonight. This is Sukhdev. Boom. So cool. Thank you for this. So, sweetheart, I'm very, very curious. I'm in love with stories. Really,
Oh,
I am. And I'm really curious. You can start wherever you want, no matter what. This is
okay.
the free
Here,
stage.
here.
You
Let me
can
let me let me
sing and
let.
dance the way you like to.
Yeah, I've got it out now. Let me do it now. Yo, welcome to Silent Sages Speak, the podcast where timeless wisdom meets the present moment. I'm your host, Sukhdev Virdee, and in each episode, we delve into the profound teachings of non-dual masters, those who have transcended the boundaries of duality and reveal the simplicity of existence. Join us on this journey beyond words as we explore the essence of being with those who have realized the truth that goes beyond language, beyond thought. Open your mind, silence your chatter, and let the wisdom of silent sages resonate within you. Today, my guest is Rosa and Sander, the two artists from Germany who have patented the word, copyrighted the word, boom.
That's so sweet. Thank you. You're putting us in one plate, but it doesn't matter. So Xander is in Sweden, and he
Oh,
has
yeah.
nothing to do with the boom, but who cares?
I understand the boom. I have nothing to do with it, but I understand why you would call it boom.
Yeah.
I understand that. And I was going to ask you that, are you in Germany or in Stockholm? Because you sent me the time and it said Stockholm. And then I
Yeah.
checked, is it the same as Germany? And then I checked, okay, it's the same time, but why are you sending me
Sweetheart,
Stockholm?
we are like a dream team there. Here, Rosa is messaging, giving the Zoom link from Xander. So Xander is in Sweden, and
Okay,
Rosa is in Germany.
okay, okay.
And yeah, so let's dive a bit into your beautiful story. I
Oh,
already
my story.
listened
Oh,
to it. Yeah,
you want to hear my story? My story.
whatever this
Wow.
means. I mean, what is between the story and no story?
Yeah, no, it's so nice. You're like the first person who's asking me about my story after, like, in
Yeah.
spirituality.
Yeah,
Yeah, so let me give you a
awakening.
little background. I am born and brought up in Kenya, East
Mm-hmm.
Africa. And then I was in UK. I studied music. I'm a musician. I did a BTech in music production performance. Lived in Dubai for about 2 years worked with a music studio. Came down to India to work in Bollywood, the music largest entertainment industry.
Yeah.
And I did some pop albums, became quite successful, did a lot of shows around the world. I've been to Germany as well, not to Sweden, but Germany I've been. This I'm talking about maybe 20 years now back. And so I had a life of a pop star. Late
Cool.
night,
Love it.
stage shows, 20,000 people, singing, dancing, and living the life of a star. And
Wow.
then just before my 40th birthday, 2015, I was going through a
Oh, so
really,
you're almost 50 years old.
I am ancient. I am ancient.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just slightly. I'm 49 right now. Uh,
Okay.
so just before my 40th birthday, I was going really through a really bad time in my life. Financially, spiritual, health-wise, relationships, really the darkest phase of my life. And in that time, I had three friends of mine who I rarely meet. Suddenly, out of nowhere, come and gift me the book Bhagavad Gita. Okay.
Yeah.
And I tried to read it. I couldn't read it. Finally, I downloaded an app of it and I read it. And for the next 2 years, I did nothing but read only the Bhagavad Gita. I didn't understand it, all of it completely, but what I understood, I followed. And after about 2 years, so I used to meditate as well. Then one day I woke up from meditation in the morning and boom, I was thrown into the middle of nothingness. My body froze, time stopped. The entire universe was shining in golden light. Everywhere I looked, I was there then and that. Whatever I looked at was me.
All over the place. I call it
All
all
over the
over the
place.
place.
Yeah. And then
Nice.
the light that was shining, I was the light. This
Mm.
body had disappeared. This body was no longer there. My mind had stopped. And so after that, when the mind came back,
Mm.
after I don't know how long, I would say maybe about 5 or 7 minutes, it came back because my breathing had stopped. I also know that my breathing had stopped. For about 7 minutes, my mind came back, and my first thought was, what was that? And this is impossible. If I spoke about this to anybody, they will think I am mad because it's impossible to describe, to tell somebody I was the universe. And that set me on a path to find out what it was. And
Yeah.
that led me to, in the Hindu tradition, there's Advaita Vedanta, that's equivalent of non-duality.
Mm.
I studied that. The Upanishads are very popular in Germany as well. The
I
Upanishads
don't
are
know
from,
it.
okay.
I didn't
They're,
dive that deep into spirituality, sorry.
yeah. Okay, so I studied it and I wanted to know it right from the root. And that's what I studied. The Upanishads are from the Vedas. Have you heard of the Vedas?
Yeah.
Okay, the Hindu texts. Yeah. So the Vedas contain non-duality books in them. And those books are called Upanishads. So I studied that. And then it took me about 2 years, 3 years to understand it fully. When I understood it, it was like boom again. I can't keep this information in me. I need to share it. And at that time, I was still a pop artist, still singing, still doing shows. And I didn't want people to think I've gone mad. I'm now talking about God and spirituality and everything. So I thought the best way of doing it is to put all the information, knowledge I have in books and publish them. Whoever will is meant to read them will read them. So in 2019, I wrote 10 books on non-duality, all published on Amazon. And it's just now, for the past 7, 8 months, that now I'm coming out. I said, now I don't care. Anyone can call me mad or call me what you want, but this message that I have a mission to spread it and talk to as many people as I can. That's what I'm doing now.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I would love to call you crazy chick because I feel as crazy as you, sweetheart. I totally
I'm going to put
resonate.
this on if you call me a chick,
Cool.
yellow
Okay,
color.
okay. I totally resonate with your booming energy, and I love it. And I would say, what a beautiful story.
Yeah, it's all stories. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a story. And it's just that we are living the story and we know it's a story. Before this, we didn't know it's a story and we thought
But
it's all real.
yeah,
Oh, but is that not just another story?
Uh, Everything's a story.
Yeah.
The moment we open our mouth or we put a thought in the mind, the story starts. Because
So
whenever a thought comes or a word comes, the first thought comes with the thought I, that this is going to speak. And that's the story. It starts from there.
in the directness of what is, in this silent boom, even
Yeah.
this is said too much.
Yeah. Yes.
Even the idea of a story is gone.
It's gone. It's
So
gone.
for me, there is no story anymore. Story or no story, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just what is.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely. I've interviewed so many of the non-duality masters who are teaching non-duality from Europe, many of them. And there's a different way of teaching or talking about the same reality from the Western and from the Eastern point. There are two different ways of talking about it, but it's the same one thing. It's like Buddhism says there's nothing, emptiness. And then you come to Hinduism, they'll say it's fullness, completely full.
I started
You
with
know?
Buddhism.
Yeah, so they're talking about the same thing. So I, luckily, because I've studied Advaita Vedanta, every single word I say, even if I say or a the, you have the right to question me and I can explain why I said it. So when you say even the story is a story, I understand, because the moment you have a thought, you have lost it. You open your mouth, it's lost. It cannot be
But
spoken
wait,
about.
who is losing anything? There's no one already losing or having anything already.
There is nothing there. There
No,
is
but
nothing.
there's already no one losing anything or gaining anything. There's no one gaining enlightenment or
No,
losing
if we are
something
going to,
else.
if we talk about it, you know, when
About what?
we when
About what? About
when you talk to somebody who is asking, what have you realized? What boom are you talking about? What is this realization? What are we talking about that already is?
Yeah, no,
Tim,
there is no realization, sweetheart, here. Here was nothing realized.
that exactly. You realized nothing, didn't you? You
No,
realized you
no,
realized nothing.
no, I did
no,
Then
not. No.
no.
But you apparently realized. You
yeah,
talked
there.
about your
See,
enlightenment in
there are two
2000.
ways. There are two ways of the same reality. Now, this what we are talking about, all that is that you say that whatever is what is, that we cannot speak about, we cannot teach about, we cannot think about, we cannot speak about. All right, but
So
how
there's
can you
something
teach?
else.
No, how can you teach this to somebody who doesn't know it?
Well, there's no one knowing it already or not knowing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I cannot teach
You
anything because I don't know anything, sweetheart.
tell you have to put yourself in the shoes of somebody, maybe yourself 20 years ago,
But who
20
self?
years
Which
ago.
self? Which self? Which, who you mean?
Tell me a bit about your story, Sander. Um, when did you realize the boom, or when did you realize what is?
Oh, I never realized anything, so to say. I mean,
Okay. What about your childhood? How did how what did you know it from childhood?
know what?
What is everything that is?
Yeah, but I mean, that's it already. Claiming that there is
Yeah, but
knowing or no knowing is already this. So there's just simply this, whatever is happening, talking to
did,
Sukhdev, and
huh,
this is it already.
did
It was already just simply this. There is no one separated to know this or to not know this.
Okay. So then maybe I don't know, but most of us, like I told you, I was born and brought up in Kenya. There's a certain kind of conditioning that is done while we are children. When we go to school with our parents, our families, we are taught this is you, this is you. You know, you are a boy, you are a man, you are going to go to school, you are going to learn
Yes,
this,
yes.
and you are going to learn that. And then the mind understands, oh, this is me. Oh, this body is me. And this mind and these thoughts, that is me. Oh, and then you live your whole life. I want to become successful. I want to make a career. I want to
But wait,
become famous. I want this one to go and do music. This one wants to do music,
yeah,
and then, yeah.
but
And
so what? There's a body wanting to do stuff. There's a body thinking this body is
yes,
me. It's just the
yes,
body
yes.
just
At
just a body mind thinking that this is him or her. There's
Yes,
no one doing
absolutely.
that already. There's
Absolutely.
no
But
one.
there is a thought that says I, me.
Oh, really? Yeah, but who is doing the thought? The thought, I understand there's a thought, there's an I, but the thought
Yes.
that there is an I or no I is already eyeless. There's no one behind the thought there's an I or this is me or there's no me. It's already just simply what it is. There's already no one having a thought that there is a me or no me, right?
We can argue on this one now. This is a good one.
Well,
Go,
okay.
go, sweetheart.
Because if I ask you, what do you say? It is what it is. It is already.
Yes.
Okay. Here's my question. What is already?
Asking what already is already what is.
What is it?
Well, you can call it whatever. You can call it Brahman, Atman, life. It doesn't matter. It's, there's just simply this. Let's say there's just life.
Okay.
Let's say life. There's,
Yeah.
or we can say, you are in India, we say there's just Shiva. So asking what this is Shiva already. There's nothing else. There's just Shiva.
Yes, but this is not common knowledge. If you go and ask somebody on the street if he knows that he is Shiva, he will not know. He will say, I am
That's
XYZ.
Shiva. Yeah,
That
but
is
that's Shiva
Shiva.
equally.
We will know, you will know, I will know. But the person on the street will say, I don't care who is Shiva. I don't want to even know Shiva.
No, but no,
I
no, no.
am.
Wait. There's no one. You say you will know and I know, but there's no one doing the knowing. The knowing is just simply for no one. There is not a separated Sukhdev who knows something, or a Rosa or a Sander.
Well, I'll tell you, when we grew up with the notion that this,
Yeah.
is separate from everything in the world.
And
This
now you
thought,
know it's not.
this one thought it is separate from everything in the world.
But
And
that's
now,
another thought. Who is doing the thought? There's no one
At
behind the thought already.
at that time, we had no questions. There was just I am this, I am Sukhdev, I am a boy, I am a singer, I am a dancer, I go to school, and you, I like you, I don't like you, and you are good and you are bad, and all these kind of things, opposites, good and
Yes.
bad, night and day, everything was there for this person. This person did not know that he is one with the universe or with what is. At that point, he did not know until he had those experiences and then went and understood and then realized that this was false.
so this
All
is in
this
a way,
story.
sweetheart, so this is in a way just another thought, just another more knowledge.
No. You can't know it. No. See, it is neither known nor unknown.
Well, I would
Okay,
say it's
between
known and
knowing
not,
and unknown.
it's known and not known at the same time. Yes.
Yes, that's
But
that's what I'm saying.
there's no knower. There's no one separated knowing this. The
There's
idea
no
that there is a knower or no knower is already not known. There is no
by
one
who?
separated doing the no.
There is
There's
no
no one
one.
doing anything. Who is
There is
doing
no
anything?
who. There is no who already.
Who would be a person? Yes. So there is no real person.
Just an idea. Just an idea. We're just talking. Blah, 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 blah. Completely without any sense. This makes no sense at all. Giving this a sense is
Rosa, you tell me. When you were a child, did you know that? Did you have all this? Did you know that what is what is?
of course.
Oh, okay. That's the difference then, because I grew up with the conditioning. The mind was
Me
taught.
too, me too. You're still conditioning. Full on. Man, I tell you.
Okay.
But we can say, Sukhdev, can we say, there is just conditioning. There was already no
Yes.
one who is
Yeah.
conditioned.
Oh yes,
Or
of course, that is
so,
there. You know what? When the conditioning is taken out, you realized it was never there.
but
It
that's
was
just
never
another
there.
conditioning, right?
Yeah. The, no, it's unconditioning. It's called
Oh
unconditioning.
yeah, but you can call conditioning or unconditioning, but it's equally just simply what it is,
Flipping the
right?
coin. Flipping the
So
coin.
we can say knowing, not knowing, known,
Yeah.
unknown, conditioned, unconditioned, opposites. Knowledge,
Opposites.
ignorance. I am in the
Okay.
middle.
Sweetheart.
I am in
Yeah,
the middle.
sweethearts. Let's melt together in the between of the opposites. Boo.
That's what I said. We have knowledge and we have ignorance, and this one is not the known and not the unknown.
So you would say it's not what the eye see, but that which makes the eye sees. It's not that what the ear hear, but it's that which makes the ear hear.
What?
You're talking about the Upanishads, right?
Uh, I've gone way beyond the Upanishads because I talk from direct experience. But
Okay, you gone over the theory, so we are not
yeah,
now
yeah,
in the
that's all.
theory.
That's intellectual knowledge. That's all intellectual knowledge. It's a path. It's a stepping stone. It's not
Okay,
the truth.
but for
So
me,
so so let
the
me
path,
ask.
the path and the stepping stone is already, there is no true, is already what is.
Okay, that's
So,
fine.
so is there a
That's
path to
absolutely.
this? Is there a path to this? You know, the
Oh,
idea
many.
that there is a path is
Yeah,
already path.
many. Many. There are many,
Oh,
many paths. Many paths. The world is full of all these paths. And they all lead to the same one realization or unrealization or conditioning or unconditioning. They all come there. And only to realize that everything to reach there was an illusion. It was
Oh, I
all
love it,
a story.
sweetheart. I love it.
I'll tell you, I'll give you a few of the paths. Uh,
Yeah, come
the,
on. Let
the
me, yeah,
path,
entertain us, sweetheart. Come on.
the path of love and devotion and surrender. When somebody says,
bhakti.
God, I can't handle life anymore. It's too painful. I'm suffering all the time. I
I've been
need
there.
the
I've been there. I've been there. I've been there.
yeah. So what you can do at that point, you can surrender. What happens is you surrender before the universe or to whichever God you believe in and say, I surrender. I don't know who made me take birth here. I don't know how to live this life. It's a mess. I'm suffering. Please help me. And that's called the path of bhakti yoga, which is love and devotion. So you fall in love with God, a higher power, which is a concept. It's a concept. But you fall with it. And what happens with love and devotion is now you start believing in a God or higher power. All your thoughts that are scattered get directed to one source, higher power, God. And the ultimate realization of God is that I and God that I was praying to is one and the same. I am God.
No
That
separation.
there is no separation. That is part
Everything
of
is me or everything is God. It's the
yeah.
same thing.
So we have three powers. That is using our emotional power. The human being, emotional power. I'm using love and devotion and surrender. Another path is path of Gyan Yoga, the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, and the Brahma Sutras, the Buddhism, the path of knowledge. Explain to me how everything is one. Explain to me logically with a logical mind. Don't talk in paradoxes. Don't tell me to believe in anything. Tell me 2 plus 2 is 4.
May I,
Yeah,
sweetheart?
yeah.
I did a little bit Buddhism. I don't know if this is it, but this was this interconnectedness, interbeingness.
Yes, yes,
Like
yes,
the cloud, and there is the rain and melting with the earth, and then again, so
yeah.
this interconnectedness of everything. This is quite logical. And by the way, everything is a concept.
Everything is I said even God is a concept.
Mm.
Even God, the highest power that people can think of, is a concept. The universe is a concept. So there's the power of intellect and the mind. That is the path of knowledge, non-duality, path of knowledge. You cannot say 2 plus 2 is 4, but 4 is not 2 plus 2. You know?
Oh, but you can say all types of things.
Yes, you can say also when you
I,
say,
I
I,
mean, I don't see the issue with saying 2 plus 2 is 6.
no, that's not right.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
I
not
mean,
right. If you went to the bank and said, I deposit 2 plus 2 is $4 and please give me 6,
no, but
they
I
will not
mean,
give you 6.
I just was pointing out that, saying it's either this or that is already just simply what it is. And
It's not
liking
easy to
that or
understand.
disagreeing with it, it's equally just this. So
I know,
saying
I
it,
know.
I don't like it.
Yeah, sweetheart, Zander Lynchen. So Sukhdev
Yeah.
has a mission. He has a mission. He is on a
Oh.
mission. And let
Yes.
me tell you what's going on here. And this mission is simply
I like it.
to simply to share this beautiful energy all
Mm.
over the world with a lot of people, in order maybe things which which you've been through in
Oh,
your
yes.
beautiful life,
Yeah.
just to show them the emptiness and the beauty of what is.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's not only us. They are all these other people. Jesus spoke the same thing. Guru Nanak spoke the same thing. Muhammad spoke the same thing. All these saints and sages of the past, they spoke the same thing.
But I'm afraid that Zander Linchin is not speaking about this.
oh no, I'm
No,
speaking about,
he's
you
speaking
know,
about it, but in a different way.
yeah. Let's say, so I'm totally, I mean, Sukhdev, you know, I like it. I mean, there's no issue with whatever, you know. I like
I know.
the
Yeah, yeah,
power there, and you know, the energy. I love it. You know, there's a lot of excitement, and you know, so I've been around Indian traditions, yogas, kriyas, mantras, sutras,
yeah, yeah.
the whole
Enchilada.
thing. Yes,
The
and
whole buffet.
yeah, the whole buffet. Yeah, and it doesn't matter, you know, being on a mission, you know, talking about this, not talking about this. So here it's simply, so I would say there's just simply directly whatever is happening, and we can call this life, we can call them Brahman, Atman, Paratman, Shiva. This is it.
Yeah, yeah,
Thinking it's something else, or not liking it,
yeah,
or having a bad taste of it,
yeah,
is already just simply what it is. It's already just simply this. Thinking there's something beyond, thinking there's a God, thinking there's no God, thinking you have reached something, thinking you something has fallen away. It's already just simply what is, you know, and we don't get into if it is energy, God, or nothing, or everything. I would say it's just simply this.
It's
This.
just,
This is it. This is
it's
it.
just simply
Already.
how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah. You know, doing a talk, you
uh-huh.
know, being devoted, you know, doing jnana yogi, bhakti yoga. There's already no separated doer doing anything, including the words. The words are just stumbling out. There's no one pushing them out. There's no one separated, hearing the
Yeah,
hearing, doing
yeah,
the looking, doing the liking or not. It's already simply this.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
With
yeah.
knowing this or not
Beautiful,
knowing this, whatever this is. Yeah. I
beautiful.
totally fell in love with this expression of Zander when I heard it. He
Yeah.
was my first interview guest.
Oh,
Or our. I was with other girls performing together. We interviewed people, also chatted with Andreas Müller and
yeah,
Emerson.
yeah.
Yeah. And I was stunned by the way Zander expressed this. In this directness,
Yeah.
there is
Oh,
really
this is
just
this is the Zander. You are absolutely like right on the point. You will not let anybody move away from what is. I understand that. That's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's
It's
the same. It's just placed
yes,
differently. Like you said, you know, it was beautiful what you said in the beginning. You know, there are different ways of expressing, so to say.
yeah.
Um, I
My
like
my
the way there.
my mission is, uh, you know, uh, now this is spirituality. Spirituality is subjective. We cannot uh, teach this to anybody. We cannot show it to them. We cannot make them feel it. It's subjective. It's within you. Now, uh, the reason people come into spirituality or to God or to any of these yogas, anything to a higher power, 99% of the time, it is because they are in pain and suffering.
suffering. Yeah, I
That's why
agree.
they
I
turn,
totally agree.
you
I
know.
totally
And
agree.
now that's there. What are they looking for in God or in the universe or in a higher power? They're looking for something to save them or help them out of that situation.
Help,
Because
help. They're
they
looking
don't,
for help.
yeah. Now, if somebody is really in pain and you tell him it is what it is, he's
The
gonna say
pain is
it
it
doesn't,
already.
it doesn't help me. It doesn't
Oh
help me.
no,
I
yeah,
am in
totally.
pain.
Yeah. Oh,
That,
totally.
Yeah.
It
that, that
does.
is the difference. This is the difference. So you are booming out and helping people, let's say like this.
I
And
yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Sorry. Go on.
and
I
and and
agree. I agree. It's not helpful. So
And with Xander, it's not helpful.
oh no, it's totally not helpful. But it's funny because sometimes even saying, well, it's just what it is, may be helpful.
Yeah.
But it's already not helpful for someone or for no one.
Like
You know.
I expressed my gratitude and said a lot of times, thank you, sweetheart, thank you.
But I get
Here, here.
what you say. I get what you say. But you know, the sense that this is helpful, like listening to Sander or Rosa or Sukhdev, this sense that it's helpful to listen to Sukhdev or to Rosa or Sander,
Ah,
that itself is already not for anyone in particular. This is already not helpful or not helpful or helpful for someone. It's already just, feeling it's helpful or not is already not for you. There's already no
no, not
one
for you. Yeah, yeah.
for who this is, something or nothing. This, whatever this is already not for you or for me.
It's a beautiful
There's no one for who
dance.
this
The
is. This is not
beautiful
for you.
dance. I love it. I love it.
For who is this, Sukdev? For who is this? This is for itself. It's already itself completely.
Ah,
There's no one
do do do
separated
do
from this.
do you have people who come and ask questions on your channel, and they ask you questions like when you say what is it? Do you have any people who come and ask you, please explain
Oh
some
yeah,
more,
yeah, yeah.
or please teach me, I want to also be in the same
Also,
situation of.
also one-on-ones. She's giving
Yeah.
also
So
one-on-ones.
when you have those kind of people, those are the kind of people that this kind of interviews are helpful for, because they might listen to something and something might hit, and they say, "Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, it is what it is. It is. Where was I? What was I thinking?" You know, it's for those kind of people. You are way beyond it. Rosa is way beyond it already. It's not for us. There's nobody here. This is just an it's just an image. It's just light and pictures. Nothing there.
Yeah,
Nothing
it's a
real there.
show of light. It's a show of light, I would say. It's just a
Play of
show of
light.
light, right?
Yeah,
A play of light.
and when you realize it, the beauty of it is when you're out in the world, like Rosa, when you're at work, Sander, when you're teaching your students, it's like you are in the center of the biggest, grandest show happening, the universe itself, and
So
it's
sweetheart.
not happening.
You know it's empty. But okay, let's say, okay, Xander, you said it so beautifully. Well, Rosa in the office and Xander teaching in front of his students. Let's put it clear, sweetheart. And Xander performing in the forest. He's
Oh,
working in the forest.
no, he said you told me he has you have Sander, you said you have some people who come and ask you questions.
Oh yeah, but that's on the
Yeah.
on it's one on
One-on-ones
one.
and
Yeah, yeah.
one-on-ones. Yeah.
But it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah. I mean, I do those. That's what I meant.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I meant. It's
Okay.
you have a one-on-one with somebody, and there's nobody there. Even the one who's asking questions is not there. What is the beauty of it? Amazing. It's
Yeah,
happening
it's a
and it's not
dance.
happening.
It's a
It
dance.
is not happening and it's happening. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
It's
so
beautiful. You work in the forest. I love the forest. You would have a better view of there in the forest. Imagine all those things there, the trees, the birds, the animals, and then you say, wow, what a picture. What a picture. What a
I-
painting.
you're nice guys, so Dev. I like
Totally.
I like the smile there.
Totally.
You
Here,
know.
Sukhdev, please do, please. I want to hear you sing something. I love music. And here it's often the case when a word is dropping, someone is saying something, here is already a music running and a
Ah,
song is singing. And I would love to hear you a bit. You wanna perform a
yeah.
bit?
Oh, okay. There's one of my songs was in Hindi and English, a mixture of Hindi and English. Okay, I'll
Do
do that.
Hindi. Hindi is okay. Hindi is
Both,
Hindi
okay.
and
both.
English mixture. Been long since I sang that. Now I'm really singing a lot of the mantras that Sunday you are mentioning, Om Namah Shivaya and Hare Krishna and all
Yeah.
those. I'm doing them with the modern pop music,
Oh,
reggae
cool.
music, fusion,
Ah,
Cool.
lounge music.
Love it.
Uh,
This you have to post on the channel, sweetheart.
yeah, I'll send you the links of that. So imagine Om Namah Shivaya with rock music, or Gayatri
reggae.
Mantra
Do
with
reggae.
reggae. Yeah, that
Yes, do
kind of stuff.
reggae.
Uh, This is an album I did in 2003, 20 years ago. I'll just sing a bit. My heart is beating, keeps on repeating. I'm waiting for you. पास तो आओ, यूं न सताओ, कुछ मैं कहूँ, कुछ तुम भी सुनाओ, छोड़ कर सबको आ जाओ, मेरी बाहों में समाओ. My heart is beating, keeps on repeating. I'm waiting for you. Oh, when I look at you, लगता है मुझको हो हर जगह तू ही तू. हो जब से तुम आई, the same sky seems to be deeper blue. रास्ता है देखे तेरा निगाहें तेरे लिए है बेचैन आहे छोड़ कर सबको आ जाओ मेरी बाहों में समाओ. My heart is beating. That's what.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you
Thank you.
very
Thank
much,
you.
Sukhdev.
Thank
Hey, but you Indian language, you're from Kenya, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I am a mixture of cultures.
But you originally from India? Well, tell me, because you can speak Hindi.
Yes, yes. Let me tell you. That's why I said I am a mixture of cultures. I am born a Punjabi Sikh. Have you heard of Sikhs? The ones.
Punjabi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am
you see,
Punjabi.
yeah.
I'm born Punjabi family. In our house, we followed a lot of Hinduism.
Mm.
I went to school where we learned Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism. So we had friends who are Muslims, Arabs, Christians, Hindus. We all grew up together without any division. With children, there was no division of any culture. So I stayed in Africa. Then I lived in England for quite a few years. Then I was in Dubai for a few years. Now I'm in India. So even from my accent, you can make out it's like a mixture. It's not really British. It's not really Indian. It's not
yeah,
really
I can. I
African. It's a
sense. I
mixture.
simply sense the energy. There is always a great openness sensed with in like a mixture. People who are like international.
It's like I'm just like in love with both of you.
Yeah, the
Really,
same here.
really.
I'm just in love also with you, sweetheart. Of course, what else? There is just this in loveness and
And
love.
have you lost weight? Because I think I saw some videos ago. And you seem quite as like really smart now. It looks like you've lost weight.
Well, I think I gained actually a little bit weight because when this yoga thing was going on, I was I think 10 kilos less. So,
Oh,
but yeah,
did you see his pictures, sweetheart? You have to send to Sukhdev this yoga posture thing. Really, you have to. This is so
well,
cool. He
no, I
would love
don't.
it.
I'm
He would
not going
love
to
it.
bother anyone with the body
With
in the
your
shape of a
sexy
boggle.
pictures.
Hey, but tell me Bollywood because I have some Indian friends. So I was a month ago. I was to and she's dancing Bollywood and then also traditional Indian. You know, with the bells around the ankles.
Yes, yes, yes. They're
So
called bhungrus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So you're working in Bollywood also. What do you do? Maybe you want to tell a
Uh,
little bit.
so I have done a few music tracks for some films for some Bollywood films, but apart from that, mostly I do pop albums because what I do is more Punjabi. The real high energy that you sense is because it's Punjabi music. It's like the rock music of Indian music. It's
Cool.
high energy.
Cool.
So I was doing albums of that, and I have been doing stage shows since 1992. 30
Oh,
years. So
What
stage shows is what I've been doing mostly.
what is it? What is this? Sorry.
Stage show
Stations?
concerts,
Ah,
concerts.
okay.
concerts.
Concerts.
Yeah, so I've been doing that since 1992. That's about 30 years. On my concerts, I sing Punjabi, Bollywood, English. When I was in Kenya, I used to sing in about 9 languages. I've forgotten them now. I used to sing in Portuguese, Spanish, a lot of languages. But
Sweet.
now here, what I'm doing now is I'm working on some music now, which is on non-duality. The lyrics, the lyrics and the songs are about non-duality. Have you heard Will Smith's new song? You know Will
No.
Smith,
Yeah, I know him.
But
the
he's an
actor?
actor, right? He's not a
Yeah.
singer. He's an actor.
No, he's a singer. He's a singer. He's a rapper. He's a singer. He's done the
Ah,
guy
yeah.
from
He's
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah. So he's come out with a new song. If you just listen to his new song on the
Okay.
on YouTube anywhere,
I will check it out.
it's all about non-duality.
Yeah, he was
Oh.
with
He says,
Sadhguru.
I am Jesus and I
really?
am, huh?
Yeah,
Xander
he
was
was
also with Sadhguru.
he was with Sadhguru.
Yeah.
He was
Oh yeah.
with Sadhguru.
I saw some video with you and Sadhguru or something mentioning Sadhguru with
Yeah, correct. But yeah,
Tell me about it.
well, there's not much to say, but I was working for the Isha Foundation. Maybe you know.
Wow. Oh my God. Were you in India?
No, I was doing work in Europe during the pandemic, you know, because of
Okay.
restriction. There was no, so they were conducting programs online,
Okay.
Shambhavi and Sukha, you know, all those
Yeah.
types of, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Very good. What was your
And
experience like?
well, I mean, you know, just like playing football, you know, it's just, you know, there wasn't, you know, it's nothing. Yeah, what I, it's just doing yoga and being interested, and then suddenly, you know, there's no interest anymore. I mean,
boom.
yeah, what to say, you know?
When there's
I
nothing
think
to do, what can you do?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course, but there's no separated doer. So there's an
Yeah.
interest for certain things, you know, maybe for, you know, helping out a certain
Yes.
foundation, and then suddenly, you know, this interest may just simply drop from
Okay.
one day to another. You know,
Yeah.
it's just how it plays. There's no one doing anything already. This is just doing itself, so to say. There's just
I
lifing.
Yeah, let me share something that I went through. For the past 8 years, before I started to come out now and talk to people about it, for the past 8 years, I was in the state of doing nothing. There is nothing to do. There's nothing to be achieved. There's nothing to be known. There is nothing to be done. And for 8 years, I actually did nothing. I just sat. I just was alone. I never stepped out of home.
Wow.
And I mean, stepped out may have gone out a bit. What I mean is not going out and meeting friends and going to people and spending time with other people outside. Just isolated 8 years.
Wow.
And now the realization is that this thing here, this, if it can be of help or assistance to anybody else out there, it needs to do that
Oh
before
yeah,
it,
it's so natural. It will do it
Yeah.
anyway.
yeah,
This is
before
this
it
is
falls out, before it falls dead. Let
Oh
it do
yeah.
what it can. So here it is doing that.
it's
But it's
automatically
already doing
happening.
what it can. It's
Yeah.
already
It
this is
was
already
always
doing
like this.
whatever it does,
This is
right?
always
Yeah.
like this. Staying at home for 8 years is already perfection. I love to
Yeah.
call it perfection. There is no one, like no choice in this. Staying at home or also dying at home.
Doing nothing is also doing. Doing
Yeah,
nothing is
yeah.
also an activity,
It
like
is,
doing nothing.
yeah, it is the most difficult activity to do. Ask somebody to do nothing, and that's one thing they can't do because how do you do it?
Well,
And
the funny thing is there's already no one doing anything or nothing already. You know, there's just a body laying on the couch, not going out of the house, or the opposite, you know, but there's no one inside here doing anything already or doing many things, you know. So it's
That's the joke. That's the joke, sweetheart.
That's
That's
the
the joke.
right? I
You-
mean, come on.
you are so good. You are so good.
No,
Hands down. That was brilliant. You know what you're doing. Let me tell you what you're doing. Maybe you don't know what you're doing, but what you're doing, if somebody was to question you, what you're doing is this mind that is questioning, you're making it shut up, shut up, shut up, be silent. Be quiet.
Absolutely,
That,
sweetheart. I'm with you.
that,
I see it exactly. This was the most beautiful music I
that
heard
was
when
beautiful.
I heard him. Here,
Sander.
you know the story like when I met Xander? 1 year ago, sweetheart. When was it? Roundabout. And
Um,
I don't know, but who cares? And then he did the talk. I just noticed on Facebook. Yes, by the way, his name on Facebook is Conscious Being.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you can get it. He has beautiful posts. I love the posts. And then I'm more like how is it called? Hearing and watching, not that much
Okay.
reading.
Yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
reading. So accidentally, I read a little bit, and I was like, oh wow, love it. Directly grabbing the handy like crazy chick, blah blah blah. Let's do a talk. And then he directly agreed, and he was the first one. And then I just was like, exactly like what he was saying. I was just like, oh wow,
Yeah.
oh
No,
wow.
that was
I fell in love
beautiful.
when I was 6. I was in a way always loving the simplicity of what is, because you asked this question. Have you known this already when you, yeah, and I can say yes, I knew it. But then with 17, let's say like this, I fell in love with simplicity while starting this awareness thing with Thich Nhat Hanh. And doesn't
you know
matter.
him. You know him,
Um,
Sukhdev.
With
for
who?
The,
Who?
sure. Thich
the
What's the
Nhat
name?
monk.
Hanh,
The monk.
Thich Nhat Hanh, a Buddhist monk about awareness, very, very
Okay.
famous
Hypnotan.
one.
Okay. Okay.
And
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
then,
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I
yeah,
know him.
and
Yeah.
then I really fell in love with this simplicity. And then listening to Zander, this was the most beautiful, simple, and direct thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So natural. So it was so easygoing. And yeah, it's still we simply, yeah, I don't know. It's just beautiful. What to say?
Yeah, that was amazing, amazing, Sander. That was beautiful. Like I said, you shut up the mind, and what happens when the mind shuts? Then what is. There is nothing else.
Then you are gone.
Yeah,
Then
you are
there is
gone. The
no you
mind,
already.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
What is this without thoughts?
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Boom.
So Sukhdev, I want to know, you said you wrote all types of books, right? Are you planning to write another book, or what's the idea? So music now is um
Uh,
you're
yeah.
going
Well,
to put music about non-duality. I'm curious about that, but
uh,
We have
okay.
to
any
check Will
books?
Smith. We have to check Will Smith out.
Will
Yeah,
Smith,
right?
yes.
With his non-dual stuff there. Music, you said?
Yeah, 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 yeah. He says, "I am Jesus and I am Judas. I am God and I am the devil." He's like, "I'm everything."
Yeah.
That's non-duality. Like, I'm nothing and I'm everything.
Yeah.
I'm the good and the bad. I am the blessed and the unblessed.
Beyond deposits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Why I was laughing when you spoke about the books, if I'm going to write any more books, is because my last book that I wrote was titled "The Power of Nothing." Okay. And after that, I said, I have nothing more to write. And when I was writing that book, I have a 15-year-old son, and he asked me, well, what's the book? I said it's titled "The Power of Nothing," and he told me, you should leave the pages blank.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, I have
So
also a son, 13 years old, and he is also giving me such comments.
they understand it much faster. So I have no plans now to write any more books about this. Maybe in the future, but I don't think I have the patience now. I want to be out there and talk to as many people as
He
this
is
thing
he
can
is
do.
furious. He is driven. Can you sense this, sweetheart? He is completely booming.
well, yeah, yeah, there's I like it. It's Rosa, I mean, Rosa's booming, but Sukhdev, I mean, you're pretty vibrant.
Oh,
I love the energy. I love it. I love the energy. This is
uh,
just very energetic playing out there. Beautiful. And
I
this
am.
blown wide
the-
openness there.
Rosa, tell me, how do you know such good English? When I came to Germany about 20 years back, nobody spoke English there. I had to have a translator with me. And the few people that I have interviewed, Andrew Mullers and Tito Williams from Germany,
Tito,
their
yeah.
English was okay, but you are so good. You
Well,
are really good.
this is, let me tell you a story. My mother loved English. And so she, in a way, she said, okay, girls, and so I'm speaking two languages, Bulgarian and German. So I'm a mixture too. And she was like, okay, in order to improve the English, we will speak on the weekend English, like playing such things with us. But it was maybe 2 weekends. No, she loved the language. And what happened? My sister turned the whole business of my sister. She did it in English. You see the drive there. And here with Rosa, the thing she's booming for this year is played out in English. The so-called non-dual buffet is
Yeah.
in English. So no choice here, but just going with the flow.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Are there a lot of people now who speak as good as you there in
Where in Germany?
in Germany? Yeah, English.
I'm not seeing this, it doesn't
Okay.
matter how you
Yeah.
speak, for me it's the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. The first 6 books I wrote. In fact, I have one here. The I wrote the first books. The
So,
first 6 books I wrote were titled this. I am consciousness.
okay.
Okay. And I had 6 characters. It's about 6 characters, and one of the character is from Germany, and
Uh-huh.
his name is Otto. So I
I
studied
know.
and I searched for all these did a
Here is
research.
here, by the way, in Germany is a very, very famous comedian, brilliant, Otto Walkes. He
Okay.
is amazing. He is stunning.
Okay.
You would love him. So beautiful that you chose Otto.
The reason also why I picked up Otto and Germany was because the Upanishads, the second highest place where they are sold or non-duality is Germany. My books, I think the second place after, no, the third place after US and UK, Germany is where people have bought most of my books. And so
Yeah,
I thought I'm going to take characters.
The German are very into understanding,
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
better, improving, being very,
Intelligent,
yeah,
intelligent.
very much so. I would say, I don't know, just
Sander,
level.
tell me your story. Tell me where you look so, you look like such a you look like a saint.
I
Literally.
hope not.
If
Look
you were to
here,
take the cap off and put on maybe if you
sweetheart,
were to give
sweetheart.
it a bath,
Let me say, I would say he looks like an animal,
which animal?
like a dog.
Yes. Well, what is there to say? The story. Well, yeah, I would say,
Tell me
you
about
know,
what do you do in the forest? Is that something like you do every day, or is it with
yes,
some
I
people, or
check.
is it alone?
I work alone, yes,
Okay.
and I check if they replant the forest after they have cut down the forest. There's a law here in Sweden that within 3 years you need to replant the forest. So I'm
Wow.
checking if the replanting is done according rules, and if there are enough plants replanted, trees replanted. So I'm checking forest regrowth, I would say. That's the
So
job.
that's it. You're doing your bit. That's how you're doing it. That's what you're doing. No one is doing it, but it's being done. That's your
Exactly. Yeah,
contribution to
beautiful.
whatever
Yes,
it
it's
is.
being done. It's
Beautiful.
being
Yeah.
done. Yes.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's great.
And yeah, the story I would say pretty normal, just a body growing up, somewhere, and then having likes and wants and needs and interest, they all just dance around, the need to the interest to learn yoga, was
Okay.
there to read books, and then
But
suddenly it just
there,
simply
stop,
dropped.
sweetheart. There is an interesting point in the story.
Mm.
That in a way with Xander, as we pointed out in a lot of talks, there was never really a sense of a me there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. There was no exactly. Um, I never felt like a me or like I was here or like a man or whatever. This was not the case. This was just, but I mean that was just simply how it was playing. You know, there's nothing ordinary or special. It was just simply not having the sense of a center,
Yeah.
of a location, or feeling like a man. I never felt like a man, so to say. Those feelings were just, nor were I feeling like I'm here either.
Oh, wow.
Centerless, already centerless.
Wow.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's, so it's just simply, it's just what it is, right? I mean,
Of course. What else?
Yeah. Yeah. The forest. What were do you have wild animals in those forests, or is it just new
oh
planted
yes, yes,
trees?
bears. We have no tigers like in India, but we have bears here. Bears.
Okay.
Um, that's probably the yeah, like the biggest dangerous animal for a human being here in the forest in
Do,
Sweden.
do you ever go and talk to the trees or the birds?
Oh no, 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 no.
Try
Don't.
that.
Yes, sweetheart, how can he do this? He is already a tree. You
Let
see,
let
this is
let
Well,
this is
let
no,
let
no,
let
no,
this
no,
one.
no. Let me explain this.
Huh,
Seeing him, he is so transparent. Just look at him. He is. This is what you meant. Like seeing you. You said you called him a saint. I'm not calling him a saint. I have no drive to this. But
uh-huh.
I simply see booming nature there, looking
Yeah,
at
yeah,
him.
yeah.
That's why I call this is a compliment in a way for no one. Call him an animal or a tree because this is booming nature. It's beyond any concept there. That this is simply the energy there. Yeah, it's beautiful.
you talk with trees, Sukhdev? You talk with animals and trees and
I if I was to work in a forest, I would go and hug a tree. I would go and climb a tree. I would, I don't know what, I would do all these things. Not I. This thing would do that.
yeah, beautiful. Yes, you say it correctly. Yes. Yeah, well, that may there's never, you can never say what is going to happen tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow climbing a tree will happen, or not. Maybe
Why?
falling out of a tree may happen.
I,
you
I I
know
used to hug trees.
Yeah.
I will
but
send you
falling
later a
over a
picture.
tree, I can say, Sukdev, falling over a tree happens a couple of times every week.
Yes, yes. For the remainder of the life of this one that is here, maybe another 10 years, 20 years, 30 years that it's going to be alive, I wanted to fall from as many trees. I wanted to climb as many trees, climb the mountains, fall from the mountain, do everything that it can do. Don't leave anything out. The good and the bad. Everything.
Beautiful, beautiful, sweetheart. I call it follow your highest excitement.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's the boom.
Have you been to Kalash?
No, no. I'm done with all those places now.
Yeah, because you were
Uh,
talking about mountains, so I think Kalash is a nice one to climb then.
okay, okay.
You
The closest I've been is to Uttarakhand. Where did I go to? That's on the foothills of the Himalayas.
Mhm.
But no, I haven't been to the top. I've been in Kenya. I have Mount Kenya is the second highest mountain in Africa. I've been to the top of that. But my uh, meaning, what I meant was, I want this one to experience everything, the
Yeah,
good
yeah.
and the bad, fast and
Oh, yeah.
slow, everything up and down. I'm not gonna say don't do this or don't do that, or do
Yes.
only this or do only that. Do
Okay.
everything.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful,
When
beautiful.
when 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 you plant the tree there in the forest, you're planting a living being. How much love would you be giving it, and how much love are you receiving back from it? If you look at that tree, look at it with love, I'm sure you'll see love looking back at you from the tree. I may sound
Well,
stupid.
no. I mean, there's just love, there's
Yes,
nothing else.
yes.
Boundless love, I would say, like Izzy Cloak is saying. I think it's Izzy, right? Izzy? I hope I quote you right, but boundless love. No, it was not boundless love. What we
No, it wasn't. It was something with boundless, but it wasn't love. Maybe she's also saying unconditional love. Izzy is
unconditional
cool.
love.
Izzy is booming with everything.
Yeah.
So
It's a
no matter
sweetheart.
what we call them.
I am in love with what is. Whatever
Beautiful.
there is, I am in love with
Same
it. And
here.
it's
Same
everywhere,
here.
everything. Yeah. So,
I say I'm in love with stories.
and I would go as far as now saying that I am talking to the the one in you. I am the I am in you. I am, there is no two or separate three people here. There's just one of us. Or there's just listening and talking. There's no one
Yes.
there
Yes. There's just listening and talking.
talking. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah. There's no one
Oh,
doing it.
sweetheart. So,
I like it.
boys, I can listen to you endlessly,
Wow.
really. And this is so beautiful. I love the energy. And I would simply say, let's round it up here and maybe simply stay in touch for another one. And what to say? I love it.
I I have
I,
one more thing to say, Sukhdev, because you
yes.
are a guest. I heard that you did a retreat, right? The last thing I saw that you were, yeah, you were people were coming to your show or whatever. You had a show where you invited people, right? It was maybe a couple of months ago, wasn't it?
What kind of show? Just remind me.
Maybe a music show, but
No,
Music show.
he,
Are
no,
you talking
no,
about
no. It
concert?
was no. You were inviting people to a gathering or something, a weekend.
You saw that on YouTube?
I saw it, yes, on your channel. You had the advertisement.
There was once, I think in 2 or 3 months ago when I was
Yes,
doing a
yes,
2 day workshop.
yes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly. Anything
Those are the
so
videos there.
coming up? Anything planned for the future you want to tell now to people know?
Yeah. I host weekly Zoom calls like this for anybody who wants to come and ask questions. And I love people who ask questions because when I didn't have the answer, I had so many questions. Now I have the answer. There is no question. So if anybody has questions, please come and ask me. Um, you
so
know,
he
things
has the answer.
there
Ask
is no
him.
question. There is no question. So every week we do a weekly Zoom meeting like this. Apart from that, on my website, which is sukhdev.org, uh, there are a few. There's a mini course. There are my books, and there's an advanced course where I teach non-duality. Um, if you want to understand it intellectually, you want to literally understand it. That please explain to me like a baby. Treat me like a baby that I don't know anything. Explain to me 2 + 2 is 4. I will understand that. What is non-duality? So I have a course on that. And what else? I have some music, like I said, some songs on non-duality with another artist who's from Bangalore. He's also realized and he's into non-duality, and he was a millionaire, left everything. It's now talking about this. So we're doing a collab tomorrow together. What else is there?
Beautiful. You have your beautiful
Um,
YouTube channel?
yeah, I do my podcasts, and I hope I can get you guys there on someday.
Of
Sander and
course.
Rosa, huh?
Of
Yeah.
course. We
All
are
right.
already there.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'll do it with my Welcome to Silent Sage Speak, the podcast with blah 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 blah.
Yes, just this. Beautiful.
Rosa, let me say thank you so much. This is my first interview with anybody, so I'm sorry I kept you waiting for so long. But be in
Sweetheart,
touch with me on,
no probe, believe me.
and I'm sure we'll do many more together.
Yeah,
And
let's
thank you so
simply,
much for having me,
sweetheart,
Sander.
let's simply stay in touch.
Yeah.
And we will put in the description of the video your information there, you know? And yeah, thank you very much. What a joy.
Sander, it's an honor to have met you, seriously, and Rosa as well.
Thank you, Sukhdev. It was
Thank you
nice to
so
have
much.
you.
I
Take
wish
care.
I could just push love through the screen like this. I just
You
wish
are
I could do
doing
it.
this already, sweetheart, of course. Okay, great.
Yeah. Thank you
Mwah.
so much.
So
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Thank you
Love
very
you.
much, Sukhdev.
Thank you.
Take care.